Hello there, Houston here from SerpSpace. Welcome to the Intro to Search Engine Optimization, or SEO course. So this course is meant for beginners and is going to start with basic concepts and then quickly progress to more advanced topics. So let's start with, what is search engine optimization? Search engine optimization works to get a website or a web page ranked higher in search engines. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this, right? The main way is what we call organic search. This is actually the one that you typically want. It has a higher return on investment. People are more likely to click on it because it feels more natural, and it's 100% free other than if you pay an agency to set it up for you. It is the better option for doing a conversion. That being said, there are some difficulties associated with it. For organic search, Google or whatever search engine you're looking for is constantly changing. What it means is that something that works a year ago may not work anymore, and you have to constantly be vigilant. The other downside of this is that it takes time. Sometimes it can take weeks, months, sometimes up to a year or more if you really want explosive growth. It's just like anything. You have to build over time, and eventually you'll get a really good return on it. And it takes a lot of expertise to set up the system properly to build that way. Now, that being said, there are pay-per-link ads that you can do. This is done with Google, Yahoo, Bing. Every service has these. These, what you do is you pay for your advertisement to be put on the top of the list above the organic search. Now, one thing is though, is it will say on it that it is an ad, which is why it's less likely that people will click on it. Not to say it doesn't work, and there are some pros to that as well. For example, using pay-per-click ads, it is typically effective day one. You pay for it, it instantly jumps up, and people start seeing it to click on it. Where your organic search may take time for you to get to the first page or two for people to even notice it. Another thing is that it's easier to manage the pay-per-click. Now, you still need some level of expertise, but it's significantly easier than trying to keep up with the constant changes made by companies like Google. Now, some of the cons of this are, it can be very expensive. The way that it works is every time one of those links is clicked on, a certain amount is paid to the search engine. Now, that's whether there is a purchase or not. And the other thing is that it can actually go up in price quite a bit depending on how valuable the search query is that you're trying to rank for. So by putting an ad in for something where there's a lot of competition, you're paying more for every click. Now, this may be worth it to you depending on how much value you get out of every click. Though the return on investment is typically lower than organic search, it is very difficult to calculate for a pay-per-click campaign until after it's already been started. So as we progress forward, we'll go into more advanced topics and talk about things like how you can properly set your site up or use links to build organic search, and also other pros and cons of different approaches like we did in this video. Stick with it. We'll see you in a bit.